a lot of analysts are not so bullish with regards to the CI. That being said, I always believe that there is an opportunity no matter what market. And today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about what to invest in. So I guess overall, number one, we have to look at this, right? Uh, I truly believe as an analyst, right? No matter what the market condition there is, or no matter whether it's a boom or whether the economy is actually at a bust, right? There's always an opportunity. There's always an opportunity. And let me remind all of us, right? At one time, when the economy was going through an MCO, or when the economy had a PKP, right? At that point in time, a lot of people were at home, and a lot of companies they were looking towards letting go of their staff. But that being said, there was an opportunity. If we were to look at sectors like the glove sectors, we could see that they were manufacturing gloves, and the demand for gloves actually increased globally as they wanted to figure a way out to actually, I guess, fight the virus. At the same time, another thing which I saw was e-hailing companies, right? At that point in time, a lot of Malaysians could not go out. And we didn't have a choice. So we just had to maybe get, I guess, e-hailing services or get, I guess, delivery services to our house. And if we were to look at this at the I guess stocks, right, at that point in time, we could see that the glove sector or certain glove stocks actually appreciate quite significantly during that particular point in time, right? So I guess that's the first example. The next example was, and this was where I started my particular channel, right? This was post PKP, and we could see that a lot of, I guess, transport players, right, like the likes of Air Asia and the likes of Perak Transit, right, a lot of them actually appreciated in stock price, right? And I knew that no matter what cycle, you can always make money, right? That being said, like I said, with the introduction of SST, right, at the same time, with things getting more and more expensive, a lot of analysts right now, they are on a very neutral stance. They're not saying the KLCI is going to shoot up, or buy certain sectors, or they're not saying sell certain stocks, right? A lot of them, they're just taking a very safe stance, right? And a lot of them are saying neutral, not to buy, not to sell, right? So with a recommendation of neutral, we can't quite make any, I guess, any bets lah, or we cannot take any positions, right? But again, I am of the opinion that there is an opportunity, right? And I'm going to show you guys one sector which actually did really, really well within this 1 year period, right? So again, as an analyst, right, always remember that when we buy a stock, we are basically buying a share in a company. And when we buy a share in a company, always remember that if the company does well, you as a shareholder will also do well. And over here, I would like to remind all of us, and this is what I always ask myself before picking a stock, right? And I'm showing you guys, I guess, the step by step, and I'm showing you my thought process, and hopefully you guys can benefit from this, right? So the top three questions which I always ask myself are as follows. Number one, what is popular at this point in time? Number two, why is that product very popular? And the third, whether there is a stock, or what stocks can I buy to, I guess, so that I can actually ride on this popularity trend, right? So if any of you guys are watching me live right now, you will know that this is bulan Ramadan, or this is the puasa or the fasting month, right? And one thing which I noticed about the fasting month is that at this point in time, I noticed that the bazaars will be very full, right? And at this point in time, if you look at even the hotels right now, it is always packed. Hotels are always packed, bazaar is always full, right? And the whole thing of it all is that we should look at why these bazaars are very popular, right? And I actually came through a survey, right? And this survey actually said that 84% of Malaysians, they want to spend more money during the Ramadan season. And part of the reasons why, I mean, it's quite, I guess, it makes sense lah, right? They want to spend time with the family, right? And bazaar is something really fun to do. You can actually look at all sorts of food, right? And you just want to try all sorts of different things, right? So right now, I know that bazaar is one of the best ways to actually, or this industry is actually kind of making a bit of money lah, basically, right? So right now, let's drill down even deeper. What kind of raw materials that the bazaar use, right? And over here, I would like to maybe tell you guys lah. Normally, when I go to a bazaar Ramadan, I always see this top 3 or 4 food lah. Number one, you cannot run away from this. This is murtabak lah, right? Basically, there's murtabak ayam and there's murtabak daging, right? The second thing which I see, which is very popular, is all your teh tarik, right? And your drinks lah, basically, right? That's the second popular thing. The third popular thing is roti john, and maybe the fourth or the fifth popular thing is murtabak and also your satay, right? So I was trying to figure out what does all of these things have in common, lah, right? I wanted to figure out what was the raw material used, lah, and basically it came to one particular protein, which is chicken, right? So right now we have to ask ourselves, if the demand for chicken were to increase, number one. Number two, if there is no price ceilings right now, we have to remember last year the government actually lifted the price ceilings for chicken, right? So I suspect that the prices of chicken may increase during this next couple of weeks. If these things were to increase in the next couple of weeks, what should we invest in? Basically, it all boils down to this one particular sector, which is the poultry sector, right? Poultry is what they do is they are the chicken and egg sector lah, basically, right? And if any of you actually watch my earlier episodes, you will notice that I actually bought a poultry stock. And let me just show it to you guys, right? It's at my PC right now. Okay, this is the poultry stock which I bought. Let me just transfer this to the PC. So this is a poultry stock I bought, right? Right. At one time it was 70 cents, right? And the time when I bought this was when the government announced that they will reduce or they will remove the price ceiling for chicken. And within 1 year, it actually appreciated quite significantly, right? Especially this past couple of months, right? And part of the reasons why I think that this has been appreciating is after they have lifted the price ceilings, right? The next catalyst would be the celebrations lah. And we could see that with the Chinese New Year celebrations, with the Christmas celebrations, and also with Hari Raya, I suspect that this meat is going to be very, very popular. And we can see that the stock price actually appreciated quite a fair bit. So like I said, all in all, let me just put it back. All in all, I truly believe no matter what the economic situation is, there's always an investment opportunity, right? And for me, why did I invest in this sector basically, right? Is that I knew that for me to hedge against the higher chicken prices, I needed to actually invest my money in certain things lah. So to hedge my inflation, right? I don't know how high chicken prices would be, right? I'm very nervous actually, to be very honest. But that said, I wanted to take some equity positions, and I started buying some, I guess, poultry players. And lo and behold, it actually appreciated by about 43% or 44% in just 1 year, right? So that said, I am going to open for any questions, if there's any questions, right? If not, if you guys are watching the recording, please put the questions down in the comment section and I'll get back to you guys, right? But I guess all in all, to wrap everything up while waiting for a question, I want to say this lah, right? Basically right now, I suspect that things are going to get a bit more expensive, right? And if things were to get more expensive, the value of our wealth, right? Or whatever money that we have saved up, right? If we put it in a simple, I guess, fixed deposit, right? It probably give you about 3 to 4%. But quite honestly, inflation right now, I don't think it's going up by 3 or 4%. It's actually going up by maybe 5 to 10%, right? If you look at the prices of chicken, egg, you look at prices of rice, for instance. Last time you could get local rice for 26 ringgit. Right now, cannot even get rice. We only can get imported rice, right? So more and more, I feel that investing is going to be very important, very critical, right? Best that I think if you guys don't know what to invest in, the first thing I would definitely do is definitely learn some more about investing, learn some more, level up, right? Once we are more informed, we can make informed decisions. And when we make informed decisions, this is where we will get, I guess, favorable results from those informed decisions, right? So, yeah, I would be coming back in maybe in a couple of days' time. Please put, again, like I said, please put down in the comment section, or please, write a comment of what you guys want me to cover. I felt talking about this particular sector is important, given that right now is still the early days of Ramadan, right? And I suspect that during this particular 1 month, and during even the Raya season, right, the demand for chicken may increase, and if there's an increase in chicken, right, or the demand of chicken, I suspect the chicken prices will go up. And if you want to hedge against this, maybe buy some stocks, which are poultry stocks. With that, take care, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care.